Hey guys, what's up? Grizzly Adams here, and I got for y'all today my thoughts on what perks, or not perks, but things in Modern Warfare 3 that I do not want to see in Black Ops 2. And a lot of these are just basic problems pretty much everyone knows about, and I think everybody and their mom could say that death streaks are bullshit. They're bullshit, 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 bullshit. I would I would tear off my left arm if they could get rid of death streaks. Nobody liked them in Modern Warfare 2. And don't tell me Infinity Ward some bullshit about how it's supposed to help worse players to get an advantage on better players that are able to kill them multiple times in a row. Because that's just straight up bullshit. Alright? People shouldn't be rewarded for dying. Actually, they should get negative consequences for dying so many times in a row, actually. I mean, why the hell would you give a person that's died 5 times in a row, why would you give them 2C4 with an explosion size, the size of a Moab, and a nuke put together? I mean, I've been playing domination. I'll be on the A flag, and somebody will explode across the map, and I'll get blown up because of it. It's just ridiculous. I mean, half the time when I get blown up by Dead Man's Hand, I don't even shoot the guy. I'm just walking about a mile and a half away, and I get long shotted by this freaking Dead Man's Hand crap. It's not even just Dead Man's Hand. People with juiced are nearly invincible when they're on juiced. It's just another version of painkiller, pretty much. And then the only one I could see people having is a decent death streak is hollow points. And Martyrdom is just, I mean, they've had it in pretty much every Call of Duty in one form or another. And that has to be the most retarded, stupid thing. You don't drop a grenade when you die. It's like, we're not all freaking terrorists, and we're not dropping bombs when we die and blowing ourselves up and crap. But let me get that little mini rant about death streaks out of the way. The next point is spawns. The spawns in Modern Warfare 3 are atrocious. They are atrociously atrocious of the most atrocious spawning. I mean, I don't know how. A lot of times people will literally spawn, tickle in your butthole. And, I mean, I don't even think I remember it being this bad in Modern Warfare 2, and it was not even close to being that bad in Black Ops. Black Ops had a pretty decent spawn system, at least as far as I can remember. Unless you were spawn trapping, but spawn trapping, that's a way of playing where you're basically messing up the spawns. You're manipulating the spawns to put people in places where you have the advantage over them. And that doesn't really count, but just normal spawns. I mean, I've played free-for-all gunplay, and free-for-all gunplay only has probably like 8 to 10 people in there playing, I think. And I know there's more than 8 to 10 free-for-all spawns in every map. Even Dome, there's more than 8 to 10 spawns. So people should not be spawning in each other's ass. I mean, I can understand Infected where you have 18 people surrounded by the maps, maybe 1 or 2 people. But free-for-all gunplay, just other game modes, it's just retarded. I mean, if they even implemented Modern Warfare 2's spawn system, there wouldn't be this much bullshit and crap, but enough with that. Next point, something a lot of people, unless they play a lot, I think a lot of people don't realize, is that things people like are small to medium-sized, fun, interactive, colorful maps. I mean, Dome is it's a good map. It's small. It's deserty. I mean, it's not, there's jeeps and all kinds of crap. I mean, it's not plain, and it's not uh, just, it's a pretty good map. I mean, look at Outpost. Outpost, you're in the middle of a blizzard in Siberia, Russia, or wherever you are, and I don't know what, there's like warehouses, and I could put a whole army. I could put the whole United States Navy, and I could put each of those guys in a corner and still have room for about half of the Marines. That's how many quarters and crap there is. And half the time you can't even see it on that because there's a blizzard going on, and they don't even give you goggles or anything to help see. So that's just stupid. And I hope to God Black Ops 2 implements the fact that nobody likes playing those giant ass maps where you can literally run a marathon to get to one side of the map to the other. It's just stupid. People love Nuketown. People love Firing Range. People love Dome. People love small maps. Anyway, another point is that I would love for Treyarch to implement good DLC. And by good DLC, I mean don't give me these half-ass maps that you're like, oh, well, this map kind of sucked, so we're just going to implement it into DLC. I mean, it didn't make the final cut, but we'll just add it in the DLC. So we can say we're giving these guys some crap when it's really just crap. And that's what I view DLC. I mean, I don't really like any of the DLC, to be honest. I don't like playing it. Every time I play, thank God they've implemented this, is that if you're playing and you downloaded the DLC, you can press select and you can play the original maps only. That's all I do when I play. I always play the original maps. I don't like the new maps. I've played about the first couple that came out. Didn't like them, and I really haven't played any of the other ones. They're not really my cup of tea. But I would love for Treyarch to add good DLC. By good DLC, I mean if they're going to add maps, add good maps I'm gonna want to play. Don't add these huge ass maps like I can't think of it. Is it called Foundation? Foundation has to be one of the worst. I mean, in the game, I mean, why would you even release that? That's like, I mean, you can have people in Ground War and still not have enough people to fill up the map. It's ridiculous. Just add good DLC. I don't care if you add maps, but it would be awesome if they would add other things besides maps. I mean, I know I heard them talking about adding guns as DLC, such as the AK-74U. There was a rumor going around about it, but apparently there wasn't enough space in the game or something like that. I don't really remember how they explained it. But if they could somehow incorporate that, that would be amazing. I mean, adding guns, I would much rather add guns than maps. In the Spec Ops maps they add, with all these random maps they'll add every month, they'll add like a Spec Ops map. I don't even play Spec Ops. I mean, even if you do play Spec Ops, I mean, pretty much I only see myself playing that map once until I beat it, and then I probably wouldn't be playing it again. Especially since I don't think the DLC even counts towards the trophy or the title you get for completing Spec Ops missions. So, I mean, I would much rather just play multiplayer than play Spec Ops. I don't know, I don't really like Spec Ops very much. Didn't really like it in Modern Warfare 2, and I don't really like it in this game either. But in addition to that, I think Infinity Ward had it right when they did it at first. When they started adding the new game modes such as Infected and Drop Zone and Free for All Gunplay, that was cool. That was awesome. That was something that needed to be done for a really long time. And they did a really good job of doing that at first, changing the infected guns, changing it to where it's, well, it's not really even. The infected just win every game, but I mean, adding all these new guns and changing the game modes and stuff like that, that was good. But the problem is they didn't follow through. I think it's been a long time since they have changed or added any type of game mode within, even within Infected or within free for all gunplay. I mean, they really haven't added anything. I mean, I think they've taken out a couple things, but it's been so long since they've added it. It's basically like they don't even give a shit anymore. But that's pretty much it. And I will throw out one bonus thought if for anybody who wants it. Do not add overpowered perks. And by overpowered perks, I mean I think people really underuse this perk is recon. It is, I mean, in a normal game, I could see it being a very useful perk, but the only problem is that when you get into game modes like Search and Destroy, where you only have one life, and you respawn each map, so you know where people are, at least their direction. All you do is you just take a flash grenade and you just toss it straight up in the air. And for 10 seconds, you have a blackbird up for anybody in that area. That's just retarded. That's just stupid. I mean, people who know how to use recon and search and destroy don't lose. They just dominate. It's basically like they'll start on one side of the map, they run to the other, and the round is over. That's how quick it is with the recon. But don't add stupid perks like that. I mean, there's no way you couldn't have figured that out, that it was so overpowered in Search and Destroy when you were testing the game. But I guess I'll stop myself right there. That's all the things I do not, or I won or whatever, from Modern Warfare 3 to Black Ops. I do not want any of that shit. Alright guys, take it easy. I'll see you later.